Hello guys, welcome back. So in this recent period, we published many types of infrastructure quantity serving related videos in our social media platform like YouTube and LinkedIn. So most of the people they send the personal message to us. In the session, there's 4 rules available. So we discuss many things in our courses also. Alright guys, before continue this session, this is a very quick update. We recently launched a new course for infrastructure quantity surveying practice. So just visit our official website managingqs.com and explore more this course content. So once you click this course, it's going for this interface. So through this interface, you can find out the detailed course content for the infrastructure quantity surveying practice. So just visit and explore more. You can see there's a class A2 class sets, 26 classes available. So the first one is a class A, it's the general items, we can say the class B is a ground investigation, like this. So we have the class A2 class set. So each and every classes, okay, we have the 4 types of rules. First one is a measurement rule, definition rule, coverage rule, and also the final one is the additional description rule. So most of the people ask why we use these 4 types of rules in the session book, and what is the main purpose we are using, and what is the usage of these 4 types of rules. So in this session we are going to discuss very deeply what is the usage of these 4 types of rules. So I can make like this for you easy understanding. First off, we will discuss the measurement rule in the session. So this measurement rule especially indicates in the session book how to measure the construction work. For example, class A, class B, class C, class D, like this. We have lots of classes. So each and every class indicate the specific construction activities, infrastructure related things. In this case, measurement rules indicate how to measure the work. So we can say something like this. So what is the unit we are going to use for measure this particular construction activities, like meter or square meter or cubic meter or tons or numbers or something like this. And also during your measuring time, what are the limits to be considered, something like this. During your pipe or any other insulation, reinforcement insulation time, if you're going to applicable any other labs or any other return, something like this. So these are the general idea of the measurement for the particular construction activities. Okay, and finally we can say some is there any wastage elements allocated or not, something like this. So just I'm making for the 4 example, basic example, but it's not only 4. We have lots of things, but you have to understand the measurement rule mean how to measure the work. So this is overallly explained in the session for this particular construction activities, how we are going to measure the work. The definition rule, it is a detailed version of the measurement rules. We can say like this. This also we can call as a technical definition or the legal definition. This is a very important rule in the session. If any other arbitration it's ongoing for any other dispute for the infrastructure project, the lowest firstly check the definition rule of the particular activities in the session. So that's why we have to aware for this definition rule. So the definition mean it's a detailed idea, detailed technical clarification for the measurement rules. So measurement rules says overall idea, but the definition rule says it is a very exact and very detailed information. For example, we can say it is a pipe work mean. In the BOQ it mentioned the pipe work mean. In the definition rule says the pipe work mean you have to consider all the pipe plus fittings, supports, coupling and bracket, something like that, whatever it mentioned in the definition rule. So we have to consider like this. So if you are not aware this concept in the session, it is we cannot do anything. We cannot move forward in the infrastructure project. Same concept, the excavation mean you can see the cutting process, removing the topsoil areas and also trimming, initial clearing and also the formation levels. Excavation means sometime without the proper knowledge of the session, some people they imagine excavation mean that is only excavation for this particular excavation area, something like this. But the real time you have to consider all the things during the excavation time. So like this, the definition rule mean that is a detailed version of the measurement rule. So and also we can call as a technical definition and also the legal definition. Alright, so the third one is the coverage rule. So the coverage rule mean it is what is included in the rate. So it is a different concept. Okay, so measurement rule and definition rule, it's fully involved for the quantity takeoff and other things, related things. But the coverage rule, it's totally different. It's we have to focusing for the rate preparation. So we know very well the BOQ consists item description, unit, quantity, rate. So in this rate we have to consider the coverage rule for each and every construction activities. For example, this coverage rule prevent means stops the additional claims like this. You cannot claim extra digging, and also you cannot claim extra bending, you cannot claim for extra shop roaming, extra testing, extra joint, something like this, because this all other item, it should be included in the rate something. So for example, if you are going to complete any other construction activities properly, you should be do all these extra things. So these items, this information, it should be considered, it should be mentioned in the coverage also before preparation of any other rate in regarding with the infrastructure project. We have to very thoroughly fully consider for this coverage rule. Okay, right. For example, we can say for the pipe installation time, you have to consider the in the rate you have to consider all the excavation and also the bedding process and pipe laying, jointing, testing, backfilling, something like this. So you are the contractor, you cannot tell to the client the testing we are not considering in our rate, so you have to pay some additional money, something like this. So this is not the proper things, because this coverage rule properly says the testing also should be included in your rate, something like this. So at the time, if you submit any other additional claim for any other testing purpose, so a client will be rejected immediately, because it's everything included in the rate. Before preparation any other rate processing or rate build up something, you have to fully understand the coverage rule. The final thing is the additional description rule. So this is the BOQ item description, okay, contains enough information for the accurate pricing. For in the BOQ item description, so in this description you have to properly write whatever you have the information regarding this construction activities. For example, you have to pipe work related things in the BOQ. So in the description, you have to mention what is the material using for this pipe, and also what is the diameter, and also what about the pressure rating, something, and which type of joint you are going to use, and which type of coating, and also the which location you have to laying this pipe. For example, in the below the sea we can lay the pipe, and also below the earth, and also on top of the mountain, something like this. So which location you are going to laying this pipe, so you have to put all the information in the BOQ description. So estimation managers easily understand everything through the BOQ description, and they can produce the very proper accurate pricing for the rate. So this is the 4 rules that we are going to use in the session book. So you have to understand and aware for this all rules.